We'll bring up this first gentleman. He comes all the way from the Windy City of Chicago, Illinois. He and I have been up and down the road together. We actually just got back from a trip to Iraq where we entertained the troops. He's one of the various funniest guys I know. On his way to Michigan with a stop in South Bend. Folks, welcome my friend Scott Derenger.
Looks like an exorcism from up here. Look at the candles, pretty. I went to go buy a new candle, right? Because I'm not gay, but I can still buy a scented candle. Don't judge. Don't worry, I got brown on and black shoes, so I know those rules. It's okay. If it was the other way around, you couldn't do that shit. It's got to be darker. Your shirt's got to be lighter than your shoes, you know. But I can still buy a Yankee candle, okay? And I go in there and I ask the girl, I'm like, I want a manly smelling one, you know. They got those, like, you know, it's okay to have a manly smelling one. She suggests to me Amber Sunset. Amber Sunset. When's the last time you smelled a sunset? You don't smell them, you just look at them. They're just making shit up over there at the Yankee Candle store. So I figure if they're going to make them up, I'm going to make them up too. And the first one I came up with is called Cheerleader Snatch. That's going to smell like amber. Ooh, it's a little funky. It must have been overtime. Steve said to me, he's like, Derenger, I want you to be Derenger. Okay, well, you're going to get the shit done. I just got off the road. I was up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan with my mother and grandmother. They wanted to know what the road was like. I said, come on, let's go. I swear to God, I took my 55-year-old mother and my 81-year-old grandmother on the road. All right, we're in 5 casinos. Now, some comics go on the road and they want to meet women. Not me. I bring 2 generations of cock block with me. Pretty tough to score when Granny's there with her cane. Batten that one down. We want a different one. Right. So anyway, I live in Chicago, and I was up in Minnesota, and it was during hunting season, right? And I go into the gas station, and I get some coffee, and the guy, I'm all bundled up, freezing cold. The guy's like, "Are you going hunting, sir?" I'm like, "No, I'm from Chicago. We shoot each other." Who needs a deer when you got a neighbor? So I'm originally from Joliet. I don't mean to brag about that kind of shit at all. You ever been to Joliet? People are like, "Oh yeah, I go on the road, I tell people I'm from Joliet." They're like, "There's a casino and there's a prison there." I'm like, "Yeah, I know there's a prison there, but we do have casinos now. So if you have really bad luck, you can hit them both in one night." And my brother lives in Joliet and he's a terrible gambler, so he had to move back home and he lives with my mom now, and that's awful. Because he borrowed money from my ex-girlfriend, so she calls me up and goes, "When's your brother going to pay me back?" I'm like, "I don't know, maybe when he wins." He's a gambler and you gave him money. You put bullets in the gun. If you have an alcoholic friend, you don't take him to a bar and go, "Now remember, just one." And she goes, "Fine, I'm going to sue him." Go ahead, sue him. He's a short order cook and he lives on a couch. What are you going to get out of that? 3 cushions and a spatula? She's an ex-girlfriend. She's a little bit of a bitch. She cheated, and that's fine. Girls can cheat, right? I don't want to think about her. Her name was Erin. I don't want to think about her. I don't want to look at her. I don't even put air in my tires anymore. Come on, I did cheerleader snatch, and I made you think. I know, sorry. She was a diabetic girl. I like dating women who are diabetic, because you don't have to buy them dessert. Take off your leg, wave it around, I don't give a shit. The thing about her was, though, she was Irish Catholic and diabetic. You're in trouble there. Because you're not going to be able to tell the difference right away between, are you really drunk or is that a diabetic attack? Holy shit. Do you need another shot of cake frosting or Jameson? I don't know which one you need. You should put that on your gums because you're going to die, I think. Maybe. It's more of a medical thing, sorry. I have a sister who's 21 years old and she's got a rather large posterior region. Okay? Big booty. And the thing about her is she wears these sweatpants that have words on the back. And they oftentimes describe a little something about you. Sexy, juicy, hottie. But she's got a pair and it says brat on the back, which is perfect. But then she bends over and it actually says bratwurst. my God, your ass ate half the letters. So I don't get Christmas gifts from her anymore. She actually works at Walmart. My parents are very proud of us. Uh-oh, whoopsie. It's okay. No, she's not fired. We need her or else you guys wouldn't get drunk enough. So my sister works at Walmart, right? And she sends me a text message when I'm on the road and she tells me she got a promotion. I go, congratulations, what are you doing? She goes, I'm the manager of the Jew department. The Jew department? They run Hollywood in New York City, yet somehow you're in charge of them in a suburban Chicago Walmart. Huh? Do they have any idea that you're German? Because that shit didn't work out a few years ago. And then I see her in person. She goes, well, I'm the manager of the jewelry department, but I just couldn't spell jewelry. I swear to God, I'm like, you're the fucking manager of that department and you can't spell it? Like if I go on the road and I tell you guys what I do for a living, I don't say that I'm cum. It'd be kind of dirty, right? No, I'm a comedian, not cum. So I haven't seen her in a little while, and I hear a little clanking going on in her mouth, in my sister's mouth, and I see her for the first time face to face. She's got her tongue pierced. You know what? A 21-year-old girl who's not your sister with her tongue pierced, that's hot! But a 21-year-old girl who is your sister with her tongue pierced, that's a whore! I don't mean literally, but I got a pretty good idea what she's doing with this thing, and I just want to ask her to see what she's going to say. Why do you have your tongue pierced? Well, this guy at work told me that if I got my tongue pierced, it would make it a lot better when I... You know what, I don't want to hear the rest of the story. Because unless you're making designs and ice cream cones, I don't really care about any of your jobs. And she's like, if you think this is bad, I got a tattoo. Oh, let me guess where that is. You're 21. It's my lower back. Slut. I'm like, don't you have enough attention already drawn to that area? Now you have an art project on top? Spelling on the bottom. Fantastic. But I'm going to give her credit. She's got a lower back tattoo in the shape of a heart. It's a heart-shaped lower back tattoo. And the first time I see it, she's sleeping at my mom's house, right? And a little bit of the shirt is exposed so I can see the heart. I'm like, oh, good. So I go up to it, I draw a letter I above it, so it says, I love bratwurst. Girls will do weird things with tattoos. She'll do weird things with tattoos. I was doing the whole tattoo joke after the show. I was doing it during the show, and then somebody came up to me after the show. This girl, she pulls down her pants a little bit and shows me a tattoo of a guy pushing a lawnmower right above the Field of Dreams area. Okay, you know, the little promised land. A guy pushing a lawnmower. I'm like, first of all, does that serve as a reminder to you? Like you look down and you're like, oh shit, I can't see my feet. I guess I need a trim. But I mean, that's going to be cute when you're 22, right? A guy pushing a lawnmower, but then you're going to get pregnant, it's going to be a fat guy riding a tractor. So it's not I actually dated a girl, she had her ex-husband's name tattooed on her wrist. That was really weird. Every time she jacked me off, I kind of felt like he was helping. It's not a threesome I was looking forward to. Why don't you use the left hand tonight, leave Tommy at home. That's my portion of the show. I'm Scott Derenger. We're going to keep this thing rolling right along for you. Thank you again for coming out. Something a little bit different. I got a website. It's called shaveyourhead.com, so make sure you go there, shaveyourhead.com. Check it out. Do MySpace and all.